Hey, we picked a beautiful day to kick off Hispanic Heritage Month, didn't we? Didn't we? My name's Anthony Bellis. I'm your MC today. I'm with Hispanic News. I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of Hispanic News and Salem Health, Salem Hospital. So let's give Salem Health, our sponsor, a major. I'd like to especially recognize an individual at Salem Health, Salem Hospital, Ed Wilgus, Diversity Manager. He's the person that I initially actually had met to talk about hosting an event. And I think they took a leap of faith here with the Latino community and with the community in Portland. And obviously, they're down in the Willamette Valley. But, this, I think, really just shows their commitment to the Latino community, not only of Salem and the Willamette Valley, but all throughout Oregon.
Whereas the Hispanic heritage of the United States extends historically over 5 centuries, which has been a consistent and vital influence in our country's growth and prosperity. Whereas Portland has one of the highest Hispanic populations in the state, with an estimate of 43,000 residents from over 20 Spanish-speaking countries. Whereas the Hispanic residents of Portland provide the entire community with culturally rich information centers and associations, top-rated media outlets, thriving businesses, outstanding arts and theaters, as well as important workforce that strengthens our economy. Whereas Portland is proud to continue its working relationship with the Hispanic Chamber that works with all members of the community to support the economic advancement of Hispanic businesses, which results in increased median income for Hispanic households, reduced poverty rates for Latinos, and an increase in the livability for all Portlanders. Whereas the Hispanic heritage contributes to our diversity, thus enriching our lives in culture, cuisine, the arts, businesses, community, civic leadership, and education. Now, therefore, the Mayor of Portland, for the City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, does hereby declare September 2009 to be Hispanic Heritage Month. Congratulations.
Today, we have political leaders, business leaders, we have writers, we have a photographer from New York, we have politicians, we have a writer who's going to write the children's book for Judge Sotomayor sitting here, we have filmmakers here, we have people who are committed to a cause. All of us collectively rallying around the cry of El Grito, the cry for Mexican independence, originally echoed by Father Hidalgo over 200 years ago. When Anthony Bellis first came and sat down and said, we would like to talk about sponsoring El Grito, coming from my Chinese Asian background, I said, what's El Grito? But as multicultural communities often do, we work together, we collaborate together, and we learn together. We learn about each other, about our commonalities, but also about our unique differences that make us so different from one another, but yet bind us together.
Latinos are making tremendous contributions in the United States and in Oregon. Nationally, we are 15% of the U.S. population, and in Oregon, counties such as Multnomah, Marion, Washington, and Clackamas counties are seeing a huge rise in the Latino populations. In Marion County, where Salem Health is based, 22% of the population are Latinos. This is a 40% increase since the year 2000 and a 167% increase since 1990. Within the last 4 years alone, 2 out of 3 people who have moved into Marion County are Latino. So understanding the healthcare needs of the Latino community is very important to our mission as we strive to improve the health and well-being of the communities that we serve.
I serve as the chair of the Breast and Cervical Cancer Screening Program for Susan G. Komen for the Cure. We provide about $600,000 a year to the Breast and Cervical Cancer Program. Without our funding, the state of Oregon would not have the match required to provide this very necessary important program for low-income women. Just a statistic that's very daunting, and I think about it a lot. 57,000 women in the state of Oregon are eligible for no-cost mammograms, and yet we only serve 6,000 women, and the majority of these, many of these served are Latinas. So it makes a difference. There are so many barriers, and it makes a difference that organizations like Salem Hospital and Susan G. Komen for the Cure are working to address cancer disparities, disparities for all populations, but Latinas is the area and the group that I work with. The vision for the organization is clear. It's a world without breast cancer, and that's pretty simple, hard to achieve.
¿Se puede? Sí. ¿Se puede? Sí. Sí se puede. I'm really honored to be here today by Hispanic News. Thank you for the invitation. But I was really inspired by the presentation made by the Salem Health folks. I'm the president of the Oregon Farm Worker Union, and healthcare is very important among farm workers, right? And I just wanted to let people know, I wasn't going to speak about the state of farm worker health, but I was inspired by your words. I could say that the state of farm worker health is in bad condition. I would say we're on our deathbed. Farm workers suffer 25% more cancer rate than the general population. We suffer more disease, social disease, than the general population. A study done by interns at the Salud Medical Center a couple years ago determined that in our county, the county that I live in, which is Marion County, that farm worker women, and this is an unscientific study, that farm worker women were suffering 50% higher miscarriages than the general population in that county. So there's something really wrong with that picture. So, and what we're doing is we're educating people, we're having a dialogue with the workers, and we're showing the people that there's an alternative. And that alternative is the housing being provided by the Farm Worker Housing Development Corporation, which is not only about housing, but it's about building community and empowering the people to make a difference in their own lives. And that's what the 16 de septiembre is. That's what Independence Day for Central America is. It's about building and empowering our communities to make a difference in the world, building a world based on respect and equality. ¿Se puede? Gracias.
And this year, hands down, our inaugural Herencia Award goes to the Cesar E. Chavez Boulevard Street Renaming Committee. And thank goodness we have our co-chair, our mujer con la fuerza, Marta Wimbes, and I'd really like her to come up and just say a few words and accept this on behalf of the committee.
There's a comments that I have heard about telling us, it's time to heal. Now you guys got on the street. It's time to heal. And I have to say it, I just lost my brother a few weeks ago. And yes, I am healing about his death because he's gone and he's in a better place. But I cannot heal when our work just started. We cannot heal about when there's hate, racism. We just need to work and make this better place for all of us, for our Latino, for undocumented people, for our compañeros, compañeras, for our people. We will heal when we have no more racists, when there's no more hate. That's when we heal. But at the meantime, we need to work and honor Cesar Chavez's work. Thank you.
Well, on behalf of Hispanic News and Salem Health, we'd like to thank you again for being here. Beginning at 12 noon through 10 p.m. downtown Pioneer Courthouse Square, we have El Grito de Fiestas Patrias celebration. We'll have music, food, entertainment, live entertainment, so I welcome all of you to attend. So thank you very much and have a great day.